Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our call tonight. This call is about coaching, and it is about how to build a part-time online health and fitness business. If you are someone who was invited here by one of the coaches on our team, um, please be in contact with them after you listen to this call and just let them know what you thought, if you have any other questions and things like that. I am going to just jump right in because everybody's time is super valuable and I just want people to start getting the information they want right away. So, my name is Megan Ziegler. I am a health and fitness coach. I own my own business online here, and I have been doing this for almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years next month. It'll be 3 years next month. And I, before that, had been into health and fitness like a little bit. So a lot of times I will have people say to me, like, how do I do this program? How do I jump into coaching? This, that, and the other thing. And I want people to know that, like, my journey of health and fitness started a little bit prior to Beachbody. So if you think like, I just can't jump in and go all in like this girl's doing, like, I didn't do that either. Just came in at a different point. But I got involved with the business opportunity almost immediately because I, number one, wanted to cover the cost of my Shakeology. I have a long-standing like history with it, and it's helped me like kind of knock out my migraines, have better focus and clarity throughout the day, and it's made me just feel overall so much better, like when I'm eating, like stomach wise, and just overall healthy. And so I wanted to get a discount on that. I wanted to make sure, first and foremost, that I wasn't incurring an extra cost here at home. And, it's an extra cost, but it's actually needed. So I needed to kind of mind shift a little bit there, and I needed to realize, like, maybe something else isn't needed and this is needed. So I got involved because I wanted to cover my Shakeology. However, I had been a part of a challenge group. And if you have not been a part of a challenge group, I, I don't know where we've gone wrong and why we haven't connected you to one yet, but we've got to get you in one, and we've got to get you to get firsthand experience of the community and the support and just the engagement of the people within the group, because that is where, like, I had a light bulb moment and I was like, wow, I really love this community. And it's a community where I can go into it specifically every day, no matter where I am, no matter what type of moment I'm having, and I can just lean on these people, or I can support these people. I can cheer them on, or they cheer me on, or when I'm having a struggling moment, I can just have these people at my back. And it was like having my best friend, my husband, my mom, my, you know, personal trainer, all those like thoughts of those kinds of people in one spot. So like picture having all of your best buddies and the people that mean the most to you like in one spot. And I found that within a challenge group. So if you have not been a part of a challenge group, you need to get in one immediately. And you also need to, as a new coach, start running one, because that community that you're going to create with people that you are going to help is going to just light you on fire to continue to do this every day. So that's why I got into it. I knew that I had to cover my costs. I knew that I needed that community and that support. It just lit my soul on fire. And I wanted to, do a little bit more and help other people. It wasn't necessarily for me about the money at first. But other than covering my costs, but I wanted to help other people. And I knew that this was a significant way that I could do it. I used to be a nurse. I don't work in the nursing field anymore. And ever since I kind of stopped that, I've kind of lost that feeling inside of me, like that I just want to be of help and of good to other people. And this is a way I've been able to do it. And I should say, I don't love to work out. I don't love to eat good. We were just talking before this call about how I wish I could have wine right now. But I'm not. And so I just want you to know I'm not perfect, and I'm not the like perfect coach. I'm just a real person, and I just share that realness, and I'm raw with people, and I just know that that makes other people know that they can do this too. So if you're real and raw and you don't put out there like all of the highlight reel, you can absolutely do this too. So let me kind of jump into the meat and to a couple of our topics. One of the things that people ask first is, what does a coach do? So there's a couple things that a coach does, and these aren't the daily things that we do, but this is more of like, what is a coach? What does a coach do, general overall? First and foremost, we are what we call, our little term is a product of the product. We are not people who go into a business to sell something and just make a profit. We go into this business because we know that these products and programs have worked for us, and we want to in turn pay that forward. So we're products of the products. We mentor individuals to help them reach their goals within private groups. Those are these challenge groups I was referring to. And some of us decide to also go on and mentor others in building a part-time business. As a coach, we are constantly learning. So maybe you're like me and you hated school, and you hated the thought of just like going beyond getting your bachelor's or even getting your bachelor's, and you never understood why people go back to school. Maybe that's you. You can relate to me right here. But we learn in this business. We learn every day. But I have to tell you, it's a fun learning. We learn about all sorts of things. We learn about how to make ourselves a better person. We learn how to inspire others, how to lead a team. We learn about social media. We learn the ins and outs of like running these businesses online. And all of these things, it's kind of like dating. You want to like learn all of these things about this person in order to be able to get to know them the best and make the best decision. So we constantly are learning, and we're constantly dating the company and the information to get to know it as best we can, to use it to help this business that we're creating. We share our experiences, like I said. We share our ups and downs. So you might have a favorite blog writer or somebody that you follow on Instagram or social media, and they just might be your favorite person. Like without a doubt, every day you check out their page, and you probably check out their page because you know you agree that that person's real and honest, and they like just put it all out there for you, and you kind of love that. So that is what we do. We share our experiences, we share our ups and downs, and we do it sometimes with some fear, and we do it sometimes just unapologetically. We just put it out there and we don't care what anybody thinks. And sometimes we are somewhere in between. But it doesn't matter where we're at, we share and we keep sharing. Because if we're not sharing, we're not going to be able to help people. People will watch what you're doing, but if you are not asking them to come along with you or take this ride with you, they're not going to like necessarily do it. I heard this great analogy today that it's like as if you were going out on a run every day and you pass by the same house every day, and the owner of the house saw you outside their window. They think that's awesome and that's great. You're doing something for yourself, but they're not going to come out there and join you every morning. But if you make it a point to say hi to them and talk to them and let them know you're out there every day, and it's just, for X, Y, and Z reasons, and they should think about doing this with you for X, Y, and Z reasons, that will be so much easier to have people connect with you and follow you and join you and come along. A lot of people have no idea where to begin, and a lot of people think you have to be great at this, or something has to be born with you to do this, but you don't have to be great to start. You do have to start, though, in order to be great. And I'm not saying I'm great. I'm not saying, our team is pretty great, But I'm just saying, you have to be willing to just start, and you will get better and you will become great just by starting and taking those small steps every day in the right direction of doing these motions that you need to do to grow this business. Um, a lot of people you may have, like, let's be real and honest, probably a lot of people's news feeds are flooded with coaches and all of these online opportunities and things like that. And I think a lot of people in our industry who have come in and come out have talked about how they've made this full-time income and how um, they do this as a full-time business. Well, I just kind of want to nip that in the butt, and I want to talk about this full-time misconception. So all of us on our team, we do this as a part-time, we like to call it side hustle, or side job or side gig or whatever. We work part-time hours with this, some of us more than others. But when I say that I've built this part-time business, I have built it on the foundation of about 30 minutes to an hour a day. And I can tell you, for a year doing that consistently, 4, 5, 6 times a week, that now I'm at a point where my business is larger, so of course it takes more time. It's still very part-time, very part-time hours though, because I don't want to live my life sitting behind a computer for 8 hours. I don't ever want any of you guys who might be considering this opportunity feel like in order to make it in this business, you need to be sitting behind a desk for 8 hours a day working on your Beachbody business. Because that's not what we're here for. We're here to live, and we're here to make memories, and we're here to, experience moments. And behind a desk for 8 hours a day isn't going to make it happen. So if you feel like you have to do this, and I only do it because I only work inside the home and not outside the home, or like it's my full-time gig, it's not. I work at very part-time hours, and like I said, well, I didn't say this yet, but a lot in our pockets of time. So in the very beginning, I found different pockets of time to work this business. Right now, at this point in my life, I'm not really on a schedule. I'm still with pockets of time because my son, he's 4.5. He still doesn't sleep. He's still wild and crazy. And as much as I try to hold hours for this, I don't know if I'm going to get 3 straight hours of sleep at night sometimes. And so if I don't, you can bet your bottom dollar that I'm not getting up at 5 to do a 5 to 6 or 7 work hour. I might have to find it throughout the day while I'm sitting in the car line for school, while I'm waiting for my Energize to kick in before my workout, whatever. But that's how most of the ladies on our team run their part-time business. They do this within the pockets of their day. And another thing that I just want you guys to know is that Beachbody should only ever give you life. It should not be your life. You should be able to make this part-time business work for you and work around your life and not the opposite. That's the beauty of this opportunity that was created. It's created so that you can work it around your life and not let it be your life. So I don't want you to ever think that this will become your life and take over, because that is not how it should be at all. And if it is, then we need to talk as your sponsor and as your upline to figure out, how we can streamline this for you, because that's why we're here. So, benefits of coaching. Well, the very first one off the top of my head is that you have this little side thing to make an additional income. And this additional income can be for whatever you want. It's yours. You can help people on their health and fitness journeys while you're still working on yours, which is amazing, and what I think a lot of us are in this for, really, when it comes down to it. Because I can tell you right now, if I wasn't hosting a group with 10 other ladies right now in it and keeping them motivated to press play on their workout every day, to, drink their superfoods, that I wouldn't be doing it for myself. Because let's just face it, we're all a little bit lazy. And, even time and even discipline isn't going to fix lazy. It's just not. So this gives us the ultimate accountability to keep going and to keep our business moving forward by hosting these groups. So whatever you want to pay for, like I said, I have people who pay for student loans. I have people who pay for getting their credit card debt down. I have a coach that just signed today because she is going to be a grandmom, and she wants to be, well, it's already like known that she's going to be watching the baby part-time, the newborn. And she's like, I don't want to be, stuck in, I need to get myself healthy, but I also need to be able to keep up and keep my grandson at home with me because we don't want to have him go to daycare. So same thing. She's not the mom, she's the grandmom, and I think that's awesome. So whatever you want to do, you set your own hours with this. So that's one of the amazing benefits is I don't tell you what to do. Your sponsor doesn't tell you what to do or when to work. We give you guidelines and we give you best practices, but you set your own hours. So for me, at one point in my life, that meant 5 a.m. every day to 6:30. Now, like I said, it's different pockets of time. Other girls, it's at the end of their work day when they get home after dinner, after workout, after kids are in bed, and it's like 9, 10 o'clock at night. So you just find the time that works for you. And above all else, the utmost beneficial piece of coaching for me has been just the community. So I have a community of our team. I have our community of my challengers. I have a community of people that I work with who are not even on my team, that are just other coaches in the network that we don't even contribute to each other, like, in financial ways and things like that, but a community of people where we're not in competition with each other. We're not worried about who's going to get more customers or clients than the other person. We're all here to just help each other and grow and help our people grow. So the community has been crazy beneficial for me. The corporate community as well, I do have to just say, I have worked for top hospitals in the world. I worked for the top children's hospital in DC, and it's got one of the top rated cardiac units in the world. Never, ever, ever, and I'm not putting it down, an amazing place to work. And I had an amazing time there and experience, and just, can't say enough good things about it, but I never have experienced the kind of support from those corporate people that I worked for. My managers, my, floor nurse or my floor managers, the corporate people down in HR and things like that I have with this company that we partner with right now. So if you're wondering, is this going to be like another corporate, scheme? It's not. They actually do care about us, and they, number one, want us to take care of ourselves before we do anything else. So if you can't get behind a company who wants that, I don't know who you're going to get behind. But the next thing that I want to talk about is if you decide to join our team, what you will have at your disposal for training and resources. There are different levels to our team, and right now because our team is growing so rapidly, I'm kind of in the middle. I'm not like at the top. I have an upline who I work directly with, like my mom coach, and she has been in the business for 10 years. She has amazing practices and trainings and just information to give. And below me, like, I have amazing leaders that have come out that we have brought onto our team, who have also brought other people onto their teams. So you have not only support from someone above me who's been in this business for years, but you also have support from people who have joined after me, who are just moving light years beyond where I am, and they're doing amazing things, and they're leaders, and they're here to share, and they're here to give you support as well. So we do calls during the week. Usually once a week there's some sort of call, whether it's a topic about something that's coming up or planning, whether you're planning groups out, or sometimes they're a more formal team call where we'll discuss a certain topic. They're either weekly or we go live in our team page often and do them in there, because we do like to make this fit for people's lives. And I found very early on that sometimes it's just really hard to get people to commit to one night every week that they hop in. And it was hard for me too. So we just do what we got to do. And there are other times where, so in your training, when you come on as a new coach, we will put you in a mentorship group, though, where you are a part of weekly calls with your sponsor and your upline. And we'll go over things such as like time management and balancing family life and balancing your this side business with your family life. We'll talk about social media. We get more in depth about the daily tasks of what to do with this business. We talk goal setting for you personally, and we talk about how to reverse engineer for you to meet those goals. Because it's one thing just to set a goal, but then how do you even know what to do to reach it? And that's one of the things that I kind of love to do the most, is figure out a specific goal for you, and we work backwards to get there. So along with those weekly group calls in a mentorship program that you would get joining our team, if you go beyond a certain rank, if you bring on people to your team, then we do one-on-one calls, and we get you more support, because now you're going to be leading a team and you're going to need more support. So there are those as well. Let's see. Okay. And so getting into one thing that I know people want to know about is, how do you earn money in this business? And I'm going to be frank with you. It's so simple to just understand. It's two basic things. You can earn money via commissions. So you will earn a commission off of anything and everything that you sell from your shop, or you earn through building a team and growing a team. Now, I will say commissions come faster, and growing a team comes slower. However, the money and the residual income and if you've ever heard the term like making money while you sleep, that comes from the residual from growing a team. So if you are wanting to just make, more consistent money that you can bank on every month, like, I'm going to at least make that. I'm going to at least make this because I've got this, 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 and this in place. Then you want to go into thinking about bringing other people on to help you in your mission to help other people. You want to have people who are going to help other people, because essentially we can't all help everyone. And if I could have done that, we wouldn't have had this lovely team here. So it's not possible. But so the activities that you do on a daily basis as a coach that I have found are super important if you want to succeed in this business. And they are as follows, and I will quote a good friend: these things take no talent. They absolutely take no talent to do. So you do not need to be a fitness and nutrition expert. You do not have to have a background in business. You do not have to have a blog following or Instagram following of 16,000 people. You can do these things without any talent. So the first thing is that every day we read or listen to personal development. And personal development comes in many forms: books, audio, trainings online, things like that, calls. And what we do is we read or listen to about 10 to 15 minutes of this personal development every day. And it's not this thing where it's like, I need self-help. It's just it gives you confidence boosting skills. It gives you skills to learn how to build a business. It gives you skills to be a better leader. There are all sorts of different topics. And so we find the topic that's right for you and what you need to work on, and we kind of guide you in that area. But we do 10 to 15 minutes a day. So you're like, 10 to 15 minutes a day, where do I carve that out? Like, I'm busy. A lot of us will listen to Audible. It's an app on your phone, or podcasts while we're driving or while we're putting dinner together or doing laundry. I have a speaker in my bathroom, and every time I get a shower, I just turn on personal development. And so when you think you can't do this business, I can guarantee you it's because you're not listening to personal development and you are not helping yourself. So the same way we take care of what we put in our bodies, we have to take care of what we put into in between our ears, in our mind. And if we're not taking care of that, we're not going to be in the mindset to wake up every day and help other people. We're going to be our past selves of being lazy and selfish and just unmotivated. And that's why you need to fill this up every day. So that's one thing we do, 10 to 15 minutes a day. It's not that long. We work out, we drink a shake, and or we use performance supplements. So if you have never used Shakeology, you should at least try it. The nutrition in that is incredibly amazing. It's just what you need every day if you were to eat like a third grader, basically. If you were to eat like a third grader and just live off carbs and processed food, having this every day would at least instill that your body is functioning like a well-oiled machine. Now, we still need to get you past eating like a third grader. We can't just live like that. We will. But you work out, you drink your shake. If you're not drinking Shakeology for whatever reason, we hope that you're using the pre and post workout. Those have been crucial. They're, if you don't know about them, they are all natural. The pre-workout is actually vegan. They are plant-based, and they are for enhancing your workout strength and maximizing recovery afterwards. And they just help immensely with soreness, with getting through workouts, with just getting that push. So we do those. The next thing that we do is we post on social media 1 to 2 times a day, something positive of value. We tell a story. We post about objections we've had, and we address them in like a story. So I know a lot of the times I'll get questions from people about like, I don't know what to post. Well, one of the things that I like to have my coaches do, it's an activity we do every now and then, and I have new coaches do it as well, is we talk about the reasons why you may not have wanted to join a challenge group or join the coaching opportunity. And those are things that you can talk about when you post that you're going to be addressing, because I can guarantee you behind the scenes, people are going to be thinking, I'm not a nutrition expert. I have no background in fitness. I can't do what Megan's doing. But if I come out and I share that in a post that I don't have a background in any of those, I didn't go to school for business, I went to school for nursing, and I'm doing this, so can you. So we share things like that too. When you share and you post, we use hashtags. So you need to learn those, and we talk about those in more in-depth social media trainings, but those are crucial. So daily activities, just a recap before I get to the last two. If you want to grow a part-time business and work towards a goal that you want to reach, you need to be reading and listening to personal development every day. You need to be working out and drinking your shake or using the performance line every day. You need to be posting on social media 1 to 2 times a day and using hashtags so people can find you. And the last 2 things are, they're more specific, but, well, I won't even give them specific. I'll be broad with them. But connecting with people. You need to connect with people, a certain amount of people every week, in order to be able to have any relationship. You need to build relationships with people in this business. You need to get them to know you, to like you, and to trust you. And if they're not going to know, like, and trust you, then they're really not ever going to want to become one of your customers, or let alone a person on your team. So every day we connect with new people. We message new people. We talk to new people. We get out of our shells. And the last thing that we do every day is we invite people. So we invite people to our group. So like I said in the beginning of this call, it's not simple. It's not as though we can just go outside and run or take a jog in the morning and have our neighbors see us every day, and then you know what, they're in it with us. We have to ask them to join us. We have to ask them what we could help them with, because we have the proper tools and necessities to get them where they want to be. So we invite. Those are our daily activities that I recommend my coaches do. So read or listen to personal development, workout, drink your shake, or use the performance line, posting 1 to 2 times a day using hashtags in your posts, connecting with people, and inviting people. And all of that can be summed up into a quick, if you take out the workout, obviously, it can be summed up into a quick 30 minutes to an hour for the basic beginner level coaching. And that's, if you do that consistently, and not just for a week and not just for 2 weeks, but if you actually really give this business the time that it deserves, like 6 months to a year, you will see gains. Just like if you're in your fitness journey and you're, in the first week and you're not seeing things, in the second week you're not seeing things, third week, fourth week, but 90 days later, you see gains. So it's just kind of like that. There are some weekly activities that I ask our coaches to do, and it's to, on Mondays, either hop on or listen to the replay of a corporate call that corporate does. They do them with coaches within the network, and they'll have once a week a coach come on, and they share. Sorry, I think my little guy's crying. It's probably time for bed. They share their stories and they share a best practice. So they give you value in that call. It's not just them on a soapbox telling you about their story. They're giving you value and they're giving you takeaways to instill in your business as well. And then there are just random pop-up trainings we do. We'll go live in our team page. I did say that before and I meant to say it now. We go live in our team page and we'll do different things. We'll have different people speak on different topics. Like one girl does amazing at Instagram stories on our team, so she's going to be speaking live in the team page about that. And so those are really all we do every day as a coach. And, the more you want to grow, the more you want to give time to this business, the more you can. But these are the basic things. So you have to figure out, you're on this call for a reason. We're listening to the playback for a reason. You have to figure out what that reason is and what's your why power. And your why power is going to get you to your end result, to your goal. So your why power is up to you. Why are you here? Why did you want to plug into this call and listen in? Do you have student loans to pay? Do you have debt to pay down? Do you want to put a down payment on a house and not, and also have savings and not like dive into your savings and lose it all? Do you want to go on vacations? Do you want to just cover your product? Do you want the community aspect? Do you want these people who you can just pop in to the team and pop into a challenge group and just like have these amazing people supporting you and surrounding you and, cheering you on for all different things, for fitness, business, and in life? Or do you want your own accountability? Because like I said, this is the ultimate accountability. If you have struggled in your health and fitness journey, there is no better accountability than becoming a coach and helping a few new people every month start their journeys. Because if you're encouraging to start their journeys, you better believe you are doing your journey as well and giving your word just like you're telling them to do. So let's see. There's no questions. Oh, good. I'm glad it's what you needed to hear, Sid. Early morning club. Yes. So, okay. Your time is valuable. If there are no questions, then I'm going to just kind of end it, and I'm going to kind of give you guys a little bit of a call to action. And I want you guys to sleep on this, and I want you to talk to the person that invited you here tomorrow or the next day, and I want you to decide if you want to join our team, if you want to be a part of our mentorship, if you want to grow a part-time business online for some reason to work towards your goals, and if it would be with us. We would love to have you on our team. I have some, if you have decided to join our team and you do join us by tomorrow night, Wednesday, then I do have some things for you. I'm going to set you up with a samples of Shakeology to give out to people. That way you don't have to use your own. That's always nice because I don't want to use my own Shakeology to give to other people, but that way you can get people out there trying it and tasting it, things like that. So I'm going to set you up with those samples. So sleep on it. Reach out to the person that invited you here. I'm sure they're going to be in contact with you as well. And we hope that we see you on our team soon. We hope that you can help us carry on this mission of helping other people live healthy and fulfilling lives and doing it happily. Because like I said, we can't do this alone. We can only do it better together. So have a great night, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.